Hello and welcome. I am Smarble. And what we're doing today is we're going to go through how to create a character in Wasteland 2. That's a game I got pulled up here, as you can see. You probably guessed it. It's in the title as well, so I didn't need to say that. But in case some reason you landed on my video without knowing what you're doing, we're creating a character in Wasteland 2. If you've never done it before, it looks harder than it is. It's not really that hard. Let's get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to click New Game. Scorpion Mech is going to do its thing. Come on. Alright, so we're here. These are all the pre-made characters. These are pretty good characters, but today we're going to worry about creating our own. We're going to click that button and then combat skills. Click to continue. Click to continue. For the screen here, we've got our attribute points up here. And then down here are the derived stats, which are derived from the attribute points. We'll talk about these later, and then we've got skill points. That's that in the info window. Next or back button in case you want to go back. Alright, we're just going to set all the attributes to 1, and then we're going to talk about each one individually real quick here. So with coordination, this will help you improve your aim. It'll help you avoid traps and attacks, and it'll help you pick locks, and yep. That's it. Each one adds an action point. No, each one adds a ranged hit bonus, and then every so often you'll get a new action point. Yeah, I think it's every other one. Yeah, every other point will get you an action point. Those are pretty important. We'll talk about those in a bit. Luck is the next skill right here. It's a dump stat. Don't worry about it. Or at least I don't worry about it. The chances are so minute that it doesn't matter. You'll get a bonus to critical chance, a bonus to your evade, bonus to melee attacks, and then there's also a small chance that you'll get an extra action point or an extra constitution point on a level up, but it's so small that it really does not matter at all. So it's best to just dump it at 1 and leave it there. And then we've got awareness. What this is, up here it says a ranger with high awareness notices every detail of the world around them. They're hard to ambush or sneak up on, and are often able to get a jump on their enemies. So basically, we want to see more of the world around us. That's a good thing, so we don't get snuck up on and wrecked. That's really that. And then the derived stats, each one will add 1 to your chance to evade, and then, or no, yeah, every other one is chance to evade, and then each one adds to your combat initiative, like that. So 1 point, 2 points, and then every other one. So you can see there, our chance to evade is going up on the even numbers. Next, we've got strength. That's just what it sounds like. It helps you carry things, so you have a higher inventory capacity. Each point adds 3 to constitution and 12 to carry weight. Then every other one adds 1 to constitution gained per level, which is kind of a big deal. And then action points. I forget, is it 4? So we've got 4. No. So 2 will bring us up to 4. And then 6 will bring us up to 5, and then 10 will bring us up to 6 action points. That's really all we need to know right now. Speed. This does is it you can move farther. Combat speed. Combat speed. Each one adds 0.1 combat speed. Every other one adds a combat initiative, and then the action points is affecting it. Sorry, I spaced out for a minute. It's the same. So at 2 we get 1, and then At 6 we get another one, and then the next one is at 10. So that's the same as strength with the action points. And then the next one we have here is intelligence. It's a pretty important skill. What I like to do is most of my characters have a pretty high intelligence because we get more skill points per level, which is awesome. So we can up these more each level. It also gets the action points too. I believe the action points are on the same as the strength and the speed. So at 2, 6, and 10 is another one. That's that. Actually, you need, yeah. It should also be noted that there are a few skills that require high intelligence. Like if you wanted to max out Surgeon, you need to get intelligence all the way up to 10. So 10 here, and then you'll have 10 here. You can't do it otherwise. And I'm not sure about any other stats. That's the only one I know of, but that's a thing you need to be wary of. And then finally we have Charisma. It's kind of a weird one. If you don't really care about recruiting NPCs, just treat it as a dump stat and keep it at 1. So this will help us recruit NPCs, and then it helps with the leadership skill with the NPCs. So like the leadership skill, we'll talk about the leadership skill later. And then you're like, hey, but what about like the quest line things like hard ass? Well, that doesn't matter. Hard ass, kiss ass, and smart ass, they're themselves. They don't rely on the charisma skill. They just rely on these points right here. So there's really no reason to worry about charisma if you don't want an NPC. So that's that. Oh, another thing. If you're doing a charisma check, when the game does a charisma check, it adds the party all together. So if you have one super high and then like a super low, it averages out to a pretty poor charisma check. So if you're going to do it, you know, give a couple points to everyone. Otherwise, don't even worry about it. Because it's like all or nothing really is what I've seen around the internet, and that's kind of the thing. It's all or nothing. All right. So next we've got derived stats. The stats that are derived from here. Action points. The amount of things you can do per turn in combat, like shooting, like 3, 4, 5 sometimes. Take 6. So if you have 10 action points, you can get a lot more done than say if you had like 5. You can shoot another time and move a little bit more. Ranged hit bonus. This is added on to your ranged hit chance. Like if you're using a weapon. The next is critical chance. Same thing as ranged hit, but with your crit chance. So what does this say? In addition to weapons, as you level up your combat skills, your chance to inflict a critical hit will increase. So that'll increase on its own. So there's that if you level up your combat skills. Combat initiative. I like to get this at least a 12 on everyone. Just simply because when you go into combat, you'll have the first chance to shoot, and that's pretty important. You want the advantage there. Chance to evade, you know, just that gets added onto your chance to evade. Or no, that is your chance to evade. So you got a 1% from all enemy attacks, and that'll go up eventually, like with speed. So there's that. Constitution. This is essentially your hit points. That's really what it is. When it gets to 0, you'll go unconscious, and then the timer will start. It'll start ticking backwards into the negative, and you're gonna need a surgeon to come pick up any character that's been downed like that. If you don't have a surgeon, or your surgeon is down and he's your only one, you're kind of screwed. It's kind of a good idea to have 2 surgeons and 2 field medics like that. All right. Combat speed. That's how far you can go on during a turn in combat. That's really all of that is. The rangers, higher ranger speed, the sooner they can act. So there's that. Skill points level, self-explanatory. Each level you get 2. If we bumped up intelligence, we get 5. Intelligence is the only one that does that. And then carry weight, how much junk you can carry with you. You want someone with pretty high, and that's what I do, like a strength character. Treat him as the mule. And then constitution per level, how much hit points you get per level up. So there's that. Alright, so skills, I'm not going to go over all of them. I'm just going to talk about a few, like Animal Whisperer. Just don't bother with it. I mean, if you want to roleplay with it, that's fine, but just stay away from it. Hard ass, kiss ass, and smart ass. I think I said that. I don't know. I don't remember what I just said. You want someone with one of these in each, and then because that opens up dialogue options for quests and stuff. Leadership, I kind of talked about this earlier. What it does is if you have an NPC, sometimes they have a chance to go rogue and you don't have a chance what to tell them to do in combat. They're like, hey, screw you, I'm gonna shoot him, and they'll just do whatever they want for that turn. So this helps keep them in check. Also, it'll increase your team's accuracy. You'll be like, hey, you know, like a guy going, hey, shoot this guy, and you're like, all right, boss, we'll shoot him good for you. And then that's really all it is. It's just a passive effect on anyone close to him. Perception. This is the one that'll let you see like traps and alarms and other secrets. You can also see more things in the world, so that's good. So if you have perception, you can have someone go disarm a trap or an alarm to get DAT XP, because those are pretty big XP gains. Weaponsmithing, that's a really nice one to have. You can tear down weapons and you have a chance to get like a magazine or a flashlight or something to put on to another weapon to help with that. And here you just have your weapon skills. Most of the time I like to start them out with one and maybe give them a melee weapon. Like if their main is like assault rifles, you know, they don't have to, but I mean, sniper rifles, definitely you want to give them a point in sniper rifle, and then a handgun, because like sniper rifles and assault rifles, they're not too great up close. So that's something to think about. You don't have to do it. It's just smart to do it eventually, because you can add on later, but not too many, because then you kind of suck if you try to go too well rounded. And then with knowledge skills, demolitions, it's not like grenades or anything. That's actually like disarming. That got me the first time. Like it was like, oh hey, yeah, let's give her explodey weapons. But no, it's like disarming traps and mines, that sort of thing. Field medic. What am I trying to say? I try to have 2 of these because they heal the other teammates, and if one goes down, you're kind of out of luck there. Same thing with surgeon. Field medic, they don't pick people back up, but they can use like health packs, that sort of thing. And then finally, toast repair. Some people say it's not worth it. I like to do it just simply because there's quite a few of them, and if you have someone with perception, you can see a lot more of them, and you get more rewards that way. They're kind of like chests. So there's that. So that's the general overview of what's going on here. I know the character I'm going to make already. So on coordination, we're going to go 4. We're going to not touch luck because it's gross. There's like really no reason to touch it. That's my personal opinion. Someone else might be like, oh yeah, luck, you need luck, but nope. Alright, the next thing we got is awareness. We're going to go 5 to increase our combat initiative. And then we're going to take perception skill later. Those two complement each other pretty well. Strength, we're going to go 3. Speed 4. Intelligence 10. All the way up. And then that leaves us with 1 charisma. So there's that. This is going to be, like, I call him our main character, but everyone you can play each character individually. I mean, like, as yourself, but I like calling this person me, if that makes sense to you. And then everyone else in the party's like, you know, your party. They're not you. But anyway, I like to call him our leader. We're not going to take leadership though. We will take 2 points in perception, 2 points in sniper rifle, and then take 1 point in handgun, just so we have that fail safe in case he runs out of ammo or someone else gets too close. Because these things suck at super close. Handguns. Some people like to go with SMGs. I like handguns. Just because you get the highest crit rate, the ammo's pretty cheap, and then the AP cost is pretty low as well. If you wanted to, you could take the SMG. You get multiple rounds, and then you get bonus chance at close range, and it uses the same ammo as the handguns. So there's that. And then finally, we're gonna take a surgeon skill, just simply because we have 10 intelligence here, and then we can max this out, and that's gonna help us later on down the road. So there's that. So we got 0 and 0 remaining. We got 9 action points, which isn't too bad. I like to try for 9 action points and 12 combat initiative, just so we can shoot twice and move a little if we need to. Combat speed, not really quick, but it'll get the job done. Constitution, he's a sniper, so he's trying to stay out of the way of everyone anyway. And he doesn't carry that much, but we're gonna have a melee guy to worry about that later, in our party. So, all right, we click the next button, and here we go. We'll name him Desert Walker, Desert Ranger. You know, the Chuck Norris show. Really, these don't do anything. Like, they're just there if in case you want to roleplay. Pick your religion, what they smoke, their ethnicity, and their age, biography. We'll call him a neat guy. All right, make him a dude. With these, they have clothes on. You can find clothes in the Wasteland, so don't worry about too much. Their hair and their head. It doesn't matter. Just, oh, okay, I guess we're exporting. I was gonna hit randomize like this. Whatever, and then we just hit the export button. What that'll do is we're gonna click done. I'll show you what that export button will do. We'll just click OK. And that just saves them down here. Can I? Nope, I can't edit that. One last thing. Yeah, you can keep unspent points and spend them at any time later on if you want to, if you're not too sure about what you want to take yet. Unspent points, yep. Over here, this is our photo that we want to use. So that's really it. So that's how you create a character. I'm not going to create the other 3 just yet, but I'm going to start a Let's Play here pretty soon. So I don't know what our other 3 characters are going to be yet. So there's that. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Reach out to me on Twitter. Leave a like if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't. Subscribe if you want to see more. Let me know what you think. And if I'm completely wrong with something, I would like to know. Just so I can correct it and I'm not giving out bad information to anyone. So yeah, leave a like, leave a dislike, subscribe, that sort of thing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace. Awkward closing, insert random closing here, etc. All right. See ya.